Okay, my third shift, Tuesday, July 29th. Right now I'm heading to the Miggs room in the Swope building for another double bill. One feature, then a shorts program called Not Your Average Bedtime Story. As always, links to all films I mention are in the description, so if something grabs you, go explore. First up, Village Keeper, written and directed by Canadian filmmaker Karen Chapman in her feature debut.
I have to save money. I want to get out of here.
The performances alone, and I hope I don't mangle this, especially Alunique Adelaide in the title role, are incredible. The film follows Jean, whose life collapses back into poverty. She moves with her kids into the housing project where she grew up. When violence hits close to home, a buried secret comes to life, and Jean steps into her role as the village keeper. Chapman weaves in the theme of sowing and reaping, both literally and symbolically, through the lessons that mothers pass to daughters. It isn't a perfect film. The 83-minute runtime leaves little room for the story to fully breathe, but as a debut feature, it's a strong, promising new voice in black cinema. Then came the shorts program. The write-up says, a little dark, a little weird, a little funny. Okay, but only two of them worked for me. TRIPTYCH and A Capsule for Robin. I'll put links to all of the films in the description, but I'm only going to talk about these two films for now. In art, a triptych is 3 panels that tell one story, the big scene in the middle with related moments on either side. In the film, Margot, a high-end art dealer, plans to destroy a Bosch painting as performance art. The structure mirrors her inner struggle, the polished, confident center panel, the unraveling edges of ambition, fear, and isolation on either side. It's gorgeous, both visually and sonically, and it's earned several major festival awards, including cinematography and Best Sci-Fi Short. The second standout, A Capsule for Robin, is a moving film about Rena and her husband Gus are chosen as genetic donors to help repopulate after an unnamed pandemic. So they begin recording a time capsule for their unborn child. While hosting a farewell dinner party, Gus makes a revelation that changes the discussion. The film shines through its tight dialogue and subtle performances. It won the Best Ensemble Cast at the 2024 First Contact Film Festival. Both of these shorts stuck with me well after the credits, and that's always the best sign. Here now I thought I'd leave you with a little of the Q&A that happened following this block.
I'm Lola Fernando. I'm the writer and director of Capsule for Robin, which just played right now, and I'm based in Boston.
I'm Jess Anderson. I wrote and directed Cliff, and we're based in Nashville.
And I'm Jacob Anderson. I was the cinematographer and editor of Cliff.
Cool. All right, so I would say that both of your shorts were very different from each other. Maybe you guys could speak to what's like directing a story in which maybe the audience isn't entirely sure, and what that's like for you as you're creating this project.
For me, in writing this, I just trying to get as little information for you to understand the story as possible out, and then spend the rest of the time in just the character's world. And that's like a really tricky balance, especially in a sci-fi genre, where I'm like never 100% sure if I've gotten it right. Like, are you with me? Do you know enough, or do you need to know more in order to like fully engage with the story? And so that's just a whole like process of iteration for me of going over the script.
Well, I'm like a huge fan of slow cinema, so obviously. And a director I love so much is Apichy Pongo, and he had in an interview once said, if you fall asleep in my movies, I'm totally okay with that. And movies are waking dreams, and I'm super into dream work and Jung and I hope not in a pretentious way. I just I'm really hoping to connect emotionally. I'm an actor first. That's how I've been trained, and I think that relationships are at the center of everything we do in art. And I really wanted to, in my waking life, like who I am, I've gone through things, everybody's gone through things, and sometimes those things train our nervous systems to disconnect from one another. And so with dream work or connecting to your unconscious life, I believe that we are able to kind of hijack our nervous systems and trick it into thinking that it lives in a different world sometimes, so that you can be more open.
And that's a wrap on another shift in the books. Again, check out the links in the description. And if you haven't already, check out the videos that I've posted of the festival so far. My next video will feature a film that I did not work for, but I consider now, festival or otherwise, the best film I've seen in 2025.
The proper way to use y'all.
And I really think y'all are going to get a kick out of it as well. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.